Beautiful 2022 Beta 200 RR 2-stroke. I ride a KTM 150 normally, so I feel like this is the most similar to my bike. I know it's going to have more torque. Good? Yeah, it's definitely got more torque than my 150 does, but you can still rev this thing out a lot because it is a smaller bore 2-stroke, and it really does like to scream, it seems like. It's cool. This thing has like a good amount of torque, but because it's a 200, I feel like I can really rev it out. Makes it fun to ride. Suspension feels good. It feels really nice and lightweight. It feels easy to flick it around through these trees. Some of the bigger bore 4-strokes and 2-strokes actually feel easier to ride than this though, because this doesn't have like a ton of torque like as much as the bigger bikes. I feel like I'm trying harder to stay on the front of it, on top of it, like when I'm really revving it out. It's not short on power at all. This thing rips. It's so light and flickable. Like throwing this thing back and forth between the really tight single track trees. Man, this thing's wicked. I'm gonna take this Beta 300 RR 2-stroke out. Alright, gotta be careful on this first curve. Trail comes both ways. Ooh, torquey, but the suspension is beautiful. That's the big thing with these race editions. I don't know a whole lot about the specs and whatnot, but the big thing in my mind is that the suspension is just so much better than the other models. That's what I've noticed anyway. Oh, tight. We're just lugging it as much as we can. Oh, I went the wrong way. See, I gave it a little handful of throttle and it pushed me off track, off course. Let's go this way. Man, this 300 has power. This thing is so fast. While it is fast, it's smooth. As long as you just keep the power where it's a little bit tamer and manageable. Try to lug it around a little bit. It's an awesome bike. This thing weaves in and out of these trees nicely. This thing seriously drunks, man. It's sick. Alright, so I was saying earlier that the 200 might be my favorite. I might have lied. The 300 is pretty incredible. And because it's the race edition with the good suspension and all that, it's hard to beat. Woo! Yeah, you're good. Oh yeah, smooth is the name of the game. I feel like all these beta bikes But this 300, that low end grunt, that low end torque is so fun to use. You feel like you can just get into a nice groove, a nice flow on this. All right, so now we're going to take a little spin on the 2022 Beta 250 RR 2-stroke. Okay, so compared to the 300, the 250 definitely feels like a little bit more manageable power. Like it's fast, but it doesn't feel like it's constantly gonna get out of control if I'm not careful. It definitely seems like it's a little bit more user-friendly. I think it's probably just a little bit easier to ride than the 300. Because the power doesn't feel unmanageable. I don't feel like I'm going to get out of control at any time. All right. We got some traffic. Funny, I don't think of myself as like all that fast, but I feel like I'm catching people awfully fast, a lot faster than I would have expected. See, the front just feels like it has a little bit of head shake every once in a while. I feel like the race edition suspension would clear that up nicely. It's hard to like find complaints about any of these bikes. They all just feel very, very good in their own ways. All right, so we're going to take out this absolutely beautiful 2022 Beta 350 RR Race Edition. But the engine on this is just, it's like ridiculously smooth. It's hard, I feel like it would be hard to get tired riding this thing because it feels so smooth. Sure, when you get on it, it goes. But the delivery of it is like perfect to me. Hopefully I didn't just mess up that berm too much. Oh man, this thing hit that corner so buttery smooth, dude. My shoulder was close to that tree, man. Just barely escaped it. It's so hard to pick which one of these betas I like the best. This 350, the 4-stroke is just so smooth. The power delivery, everything about the power delivery is just smooth. It's got plenty of torque. It goes exactly where I want it. Man, it seems like it's easy to ride. It's like fast, but it's easy to ride. This is smooth all around. Smooth motor, smooth suspension, smooth handling. All right, so here we go. We got the 2022 Beta Xtrainer, which is a 300 2-stroke. I'll be honest, I don't really know a whole lot about these bikes, so I don't know what really the difference is in the Xtrainer versus the regular model. Oh, it definitely feels smaller. Feels like it's got like a smaller seat height, maybe. Huh. Definitely feels like it's low to the ground, and I'm 6'3", so this one feels a little bit cramped for me. Yeah, the main difference I've noticed of this between the other bikes is it's so easy to like stay standing up and just weave in and out. My foot was on the brake. I went to sit down and I fully locked it up. The only thing I notice is with the motor up top, like especially compared to the 300 two-stroke, the regular one. Up top, this thing flattens out a lot, so it doesn't have a whole lot of top power. But the torque is really what you want anyway, I think, with a bike like this. It must be smaller or something. It feels easier to just stand up and cruise around on it. And the suspension on this, it might just be soft, but it's like surprisingly good. I would describe the Xtrainer, I guess, as easy to ride, user-friendly. Yeah, it's just smooth. Yeah, if you want a bike that has ample power and torque when you really need it, but is overall just kind of like easy and manageable to ride, I think this 300 Xtrainer is what you gotta go for. This bike seems like it'd be good for someone who really just likes lugging it around. Like, you don't really have to shift a whole lot at all in that single track. You just keep it low in the RPM and cruise around, and it's really smooth. Huge shout out to Commonwealth Motorsports for hooking up this whole event. If you're located anywhere in Virginia, Commonwealth Motorsports in Hayes, Virginia is your Beta dealership. So if you're interested in checking any of these Beta dirt bikes out, definitely go hit them up. They got all the latest products, great prices, awesome customer service. I'll have their phone number down in the description or on the screen. I'll have a link to their website on screen down in the description. Definitely give them a shout if you're interested. I hope you guys really enjoyed watching this video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.